So here we are at Lakeside Park. So what are we doing today? Well, I'll tell you. Something that will jumpstart our next coming up adventure. But first, you have to see me first. Before. That too. So here I am, just standing where one of the statues is here at Lakeside Park. And for our adventure for today is looking at some of the statues over here. There's a few over here that we'll take a look at. Without any further ado, let's get those like signs up for me and let's go. As it is, this one here is going to jumpstart us for tomorrow's adventure. We'll be going on an art walk and looking at some of the most recent statues in downtown. So here's where the gazebo is, the shelter. It actually is the Rose Garden Cafe, which is what this is. It really looks pretty nice with what you'll see on top here. And from over here we'll walk to is the first statue here at Lakeside Park. So come follow me, you'll see this as we walk along in the opposite direction to go look for the first statue to be seen here at Lakeside Park. You can see here. We'll take a look at that. Almost reminds me of a wine that we've seen in Kelowna, BC, seen just right there. As you can tell, there's something similar like this up in Kelowna. I just wanted to show you that. Let's look up at the roof here. Let's get the name of the spot here. It reads Lakeside Park Concession. Where that tree is there, look way up. Look at all the moss on top that concession booth. Right there. Look at all that moss. Just right there where the tree is. And that's just on the way to the first statue. So where is this first statue? Well, I'll show you. It's not that far from here. It's basically like pretty central. It's just like up just a little bit from over here. It's just right over there. That's the first one. We'll get to that first. This sign reads, The Secret. Right there. Okay, so I'll explain what this statue is. So there's a name first before we get to this. There's a name written down here. It says J.M. Kinnan 83. That's what that reads right there. And the statue, I'll tell you what this statue is now. Here it looks like someone hugging what appears to be is a figure of a man seen there with the hat and beard. Well, kind of hugging. Right there. Hands are like that. And I'm going to go around a little bit there so you can see that. So it's like hugging. And it's like they're maybe telling a secret or something. Because this dude here is like, I wouldn't say like close to the ear, but almost getting ready to tell a secret. And the sign even reads, The Secret. seen there. So that's a little bit about this statue seen here. So there's a little bit of something about this statue. We'll see what our statues are here. There is a totem pole that I also wanted to show you as well too. We'll get to that in just a few moments. Here's the Lakeside Park's the secret statue seen just right here. We'll see what is also up here too in regards to statue-based like things. There is one where the Canada sign is right there that we also take a look at too. It's like a statue but more completely different. I'll show you that right now before we move on to our next we'll walk along over here. You can see on the hang of my right, you can see is where the flagpole is. Almost looks like a slight like statue. Just right here. It's like a statue, but it's a little bit different from the one we've just seen. So it's like the size of that statue that you've just seen, but a little bit more, half that size. We'll see what this has. It has these like pots, or like made pots like thing in the same kind of look to it right there. Seeing there. Then we got one there. You look around, you'll see is another circle like pot over here. And then we get to the other one, which again is the same as the one that we've seen from up there and right there. For that one. This is like a statue-like structure, more like it. Then we get this one. And then if you go over here, as you see, we got some stairs. Right there. Right there. And then the flag is just right about up there. Just like that. And it's all made in rock. You can see some moss developing over there and like right over there. Onto it, seen there. So this is similar to the statue of the secret, which we just seen first. That one was a little bit more bigger than this. This is half its size, just right there. And it looks like a statue. But going on a structure kind of look to it, seen just right here in the back of me. It has like these rock like slab stairs seen here, and it's all like made out of rock, seen just right here. And it has is a pole of the Canadian flag pole that's actually mounted on here, right here. I'll come up a little bit so you can see. That's just mounted just right there. Seen here. You see right there? Just about there. We'll take a good round turn and then we'll take a look at some others as well too. Oh, we almost got the date. You think I looked over here? This was actually made in the year of 1944. Right there. That's what the date means. It should have come over here before, looking at from over there. But now that I got over here, it reads 1944, which is the year this was made. So I should have like came over here before showing that, but looking over here, then you see this. This is the date that this over here was made. Isn't that something? And we'll walk a little bit, and then we'll connect with the biggest statue that you've seen in the beginning part of this video. Date reads again, 1944. Seeing this right there. So we'll carry on a little bit and look at the other like statues here, and then we will connect with the totem pole, and then the biggest statue, which is where we set it off, the beginning part of this video. So we're gonna walk this way, and we'll go check out that. It's actually not that far, so we'll go look at those first, then make our way back. Yeah, from here. We'll see what other statues are up here. Some of them are like made as well too here that we'll check out. And this will also bring us to like a jump start into our next adventure. What is that adventure? It's gonna be the art sculpture walk downtown Nelson, which will be tomorrow. That will be our next coming up one, so please stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's go see these art-like sculptures over here. Now that we're here at Lakeside Park. We just gotta walk up this way and heading straight up to get where we actually need to be, to get to the other ones. We'll have to walk up here. So for this statue goes into the grass down at one end from over here that we'll go check out first as well. And that too is coming up fairly quickly from here. I will show you where exactly it is, and we'll take a good look at that as well too. We'll take a look at this too on the way there. I go straight through just up there and heading to where we actually need to be. I even see some tourist main attractions over here too, including what you'll see up over in here as well too, that's connected to Lakeside Park as well too. There's a readout about this too that we'll take a look at. The readout is just like right there. It says, "May peace prevail on earth." And here is where this was right there, was once, where that is right there. That was shown in a picture just now. Right there is actually where that was seen there on the picture. And you see other pictures on here too. I wanted to show you that too as well. Let's get the two in there so you can see the readout that belongs to that where that was over there, seen there. One last time, like that. I'll show you that platform one last time. And the picture that it actually belonged to. That thing right there. So that's what that is right there. So this picture actually was part of that scene over there. The pole is not here. Either it was taken down or it didn't get placed on. Probably it got taken down or whatever. But you can see where it actually once was right there. Seeing just right there. Which is that platform there. So that pole that you see in that picture that was just right over there that we took a look at was right in there in the center part, just right there. There's other things on it too. What are they? Oh, it's the same sign that we've seen. And then we get tags of whatever these actual tags are right there. Hope you can read that, okay? And this is where the pole used to be. Right there. You can see like E for east, S for south, W for west, and N for north. Which is, you'll see just right there. I'll back up so you can get the lake view with this as well too. So yeah, now that we just read the readout of this and the platform and scene and as what is now, and hopefully that whatever was there will come back again. That will go upon that platform seen just right over there. Now I'll even show you a tourist main attraction. It's called the Labyrinth. Not the Labyrinth on movie, but it is a labyrinth over here that I wanted to show you as well too. I say something though first. This place right there. It has like some kind of like mural over here. We'll take a look at that on the way. The mural right there. We'll take a look around it here. So you can take a good look up at that. So I do not know what this actual spot is over here, but it looks pretty unique. Whatever this shelter-like structure seen here. I do not know what this actually is, though. I do not know. For the place over here, I do not know what this place is exactly. The structure over here, but it looks pretty unique. Over here you can see is, I believe that's a dog right there. That's just right there. Hope you can easily see it right behind me, just right from over here. So yeah, there's a mural of a dog right there. Seen there. And we get back to over here. Right back to where the trees are. Whatever this place is, I have no clue, but it looks very unique. It's right there. And there's a park bench chair just right there. Then we get this gazebo seen here that has a park table bench there and some of these park benches there. The gazebo is just right here. We'll take a look at that on the way to some of the other sculptures too. I'll take a picture of this right here too, with what you'll see right there, and get the lake in there if you were to get trees. But yeah, there's a gazebo right there. We got these. We'll look at those sculptures. Make our way back. We'll see the tourist main attraction, which is the Labyrinth, and there's a secret about it as well too. I believe that these sculptures are like not too far from over here. First, we'll look at a sculpture of a wolf and a stork-like bird, which is just up. Here you can see the nice flower-like garden over here with some of the bench chairs right there, park chairs. In the center, we got is a labyrinth, just right there. So here's one labyrinth. So we entered into here, then we see is a labyrinth over here. So this is one labyrinth. There's another labyrinth just further down that way. We'll take a look as well too. And see, here again is another tourist main attraction, as well as the other one as well too. What does this read? This Continental Plaza is dedicated to the people of this city by the Nelson Italian Canadian Society. That's what it reads right there. You can see that here we got a labyrinth. You see here is the labyrinth circle right there. Right there. As you can see right there in the center part. So this is one labyrinth. I'll show you the second labyrinth coming up as well too. We'll take a look at these other sculptures, and then we're gonna work our way back to look at the other ones as well too. Let's take a look at the stork, or the gold stork sculpture, which is found over here. Look behind me. So this one here is either like a kingfisher or a stork of some sort. So we'll take a look. There is a readout that we can take a look at as well too upon this, seen here in the back, on my hang on my the hang on my left of me. Even it has a flower like bed right there. And we got park chair there. We have another a park chair over here, and another flower bed of sort just right there. We'll connect with what there, and then we'll come back, and then we'll get this in just a few seconds here. What does this read? It reads, in loving memory of Jason William Martin, and in appreciation for the community's many years of patronage to the Hume Hotel, as it reads just right there. So this is a little piece of history just right there that we read. Now we'll take a look up at this in just a few seconds here. We'll connect with the readout about this, and then we'll look up at whatever it is. Maybe it's a heron or a stork, and let's say on this readout scene here. Oh yeah, I was right. Well, it says heron. Heron's Landing. Right there. And that was the year of 2012, as it reads right there. So Heron's Landing. So it's a heron. A gold bronzy heron. Which is just right there. We'll get that too. Right there is a goldus bronzy right there. So this is a heron. Anyways, we'll go now and take a look at the fox. We'll make our way back and we'll see the labyrinth. And then the totem pole. And then the last statue. The fox one is not too far from here. Look back, you can see is the heron, which is what that is. I like it how the misty clouds are. It makes it look a little bit more legendary, like the hair like that. That kind of hair in there, the trees, and then the misty low clouds just with the mountains are. It's definitely like showcased it really, really nicely, and very well. Take a look at this tree as well too. Coming into view. It's a bit interesting seeing this. And we're not that far to where the other statue is anyways. It's just coming soon. So over here you can see it almost looks like an orchard tree. Right there. This here it also says in memory of Nelson Lyons. As you see right there. So a memorial place. Right there. Which is what you'll see. Just over here. Let's get these let's get the flowers inside here too, just before we get inside over here. So yeah, this here is like an orchard scene there. Well, take a look at that. This is just on the way there. We'll go through over here so you can take a look. Right there. So this here looks more like an orchard. This could be a cherry orchard. It has like fruits on the tree here. Whatever those fruits are, I have no clue. But they do look pretty interesting. Whatever they are. Whatever those kind of fruits are. So yeah, this one here is an orchard tree. This is pretty interesting. Let's go take a look at that readout too. All the way down to where we need to be to see the fox statue. It's just like right behind me. It's just right there. Another orchard like tree right there. Here's the readout. This talks about waterfront pathway and Walton Boatworks, and here's a picture for it. And we have it here on some dates like in the 1930s, and then we get one in 1980, 1960s. What other dates do we have? 1949 for a date there, and 1911 seen there at the bottom. And that just tells a little bit of that, and a little bit of some history as well too. Let's get to orchard view and those flowers. And coming over here, you can see it's almost like a lagoon in the shape of like rocks over here. That looks really nice. It looks like kind of like a lagoon. I say saying these boats over here. Yeah, again, it really looks like a shape of a lagoon, especially where I'm walking. That's right there. The boats are just like sailboats right there and right there. I'll zoom in there. Get those boats there. And we'll get that boat right there. It's like a sailor adventure of some kind there. I do want to get this view. I do want to get this and take a picture of what you'll see just right here too, just before we carry on. It's an epic view seeing this as well too. Oh yeah, and there's also another statue too that we'll also take a look at. It's called Over There, and the finger of the statue is pointing way over there. I'll show you that too. All in the same line as looking for the other statue as well too. We'll get to this. There's this over here is a sundial. Seen there. Even says Kiwanis Club of Nelson, BC, serving our community since 1946. That's it right there. That's how you get different. And here's a part of the sundial. No sundial is here, but here's one part of it. Seen just right here, a part of the sundial. Seen just right there. So yeah, only one part of the sundial. Just right there. Isn't that something? So only one piece of a sundial to be seen mounted on over here. Just now, right behind me, on my left side. One last look at that, at the sundial, or one piece of a sundial. Seeing this right there. Statue up ahead. Right over there. So upcoming statue over here. It's just right over there. Okay, see, it's actually, this statue is called Over There. We'll take a look at that before we get to the fox, which is just very close to it, basically. Like this to get to over there. So it's just like almost similar to Kelowna, but completely different on certain spots over here. Let's check out this statue first, and then we'll carry on. Okay, so that statue, we'll get to the readout. Readout right there. It's called There. Date from 2012. Look up. You can see the shoes coming into view. And over here, you can see this statue is holding some flowers. What kind of flowers? Feel free to put that in the comment box, please. I can see it's pointing there, like right across there. As you can see right there. Now this time here has a flower on it too, which looks pretty interesting. So yeah, so now we've seen this one here is called There, not Over There, but it says over there. Where's it actually pointing to? The mall area parking lot, which is just there. So here's like a guy over here that's saying, look over there. Look at there. And goes right to the park. The mall way over there. With an osprey-like statue. Here's an osprey statue. Hope you can make it out. There's two ospreys, not real, but they're statues. It's right there. Which is just like where Lakeside Park, Lakeside Kootenay Lake is. So there's like an osprey-like statue. We got 3 statues of ospreys. There's 2 ones that are sitting down, and there's one that's kind of has the wings going like this, as you can tell, just like right over there. I can make it out right there. I'll zoom in, and I will take a picture of this zoomed in to document it. So I just got the osprey-like statues, and it's right where exactly this statue is for the there, right there. So we got like 2 statues, one over here and one over there. Isn't that something? Okay, our last statue, and then we'll make our way back to where we once were, and I'll show you the tourist main attraction of the Labyrinth. Where's that? Well, I'll show you. The fox-like statue is just like on the hang of my right of me. Not too far, but it's within the hedge. Where exactly is the hedge for it? It's a little bit further down, but not all the way. I'll show you its location. Spot over here. It's not too far. I believe it's just right. It's just right over here. Look right through these leaves. Right there, you can see is a fox. Not real, but it's a statue. We'll get a little bit more closer and get a closer look up at it. So this fox is actually looking, I'll show you. The head is turned in this direction, looking straight up. Just right there. See the feet? Just right there. So get a little bit more closer. Up at the feet with the leaves. Right there. So here is the fox statue. Just right here. So now that we've seen the fox statue from over here, now we'll go for up to the other statues here too, plus the totem pole, and then the labyrinth. And that will be it. But here you can see there is a fox. It's called Red Fox. Do not know where the name of it is. The plaque is not here for the readout of what this statue actually is. But I know it's called the Red Fox because I've seen the plaque here for it. We'll get it looking past the leaves, giving it a nice good look to it. And back up over here. The sun is now shining. As is, this is going to be, hopefully bocce is going on, because this will actually be my first time actually playing bocce, which is one part of over here that we'll connect with as well too. We'll see the other little those statues, and then I gotta go over there as well too. Now we're back to their statue seen over there, just right behind me on the hang on my right. And then if we go over here, it'll be on the hang on my left now. Seeing there. And this here is on the walk back. We'll get this view too on the walk back. And we'll get this view too on the way there. Well, let's look at the heron. We'll take a look at this view too, coming into. I do like this view. Rocks in the shape of a structure of some kind seen over there. Hope you can make it out. We'll get this too on the way back as well. Then we get to this kiosk. There is Nelson Central Pathway, a community project seen there. So we have Nelson, he thanks the main sponsors and volunteers for their support and dedication, with special thanks to, and always right there. You can see the date for it is 1897 and 1997, seen there. And back to over here, one last time. And just found out that bocce just got cancelled. Dang it! The moment I get down here, that was one thing I was really excited for, was doing bocce. But hearing that now it's cancelled, and I'm like, come on, seriously? Now after, when we finish off this video, I gotta catch a bus. I gotta look at my bus schedule first and see what time it's making its way over here. Or I can just walk and connect to the bus stop like uptown. It wouldn't hurt, but it'd be nice to maybe get them down over here. But oh well, it is what it is. There's always the next time for it too, and it's all done. The canceling for it was due to the rain, unfortunately. Oh well, it is what it is. But a good opportunity to do a video down here, and then afterwards I'll just take the bus and head on home. We'll still finish off this video looking at the tourist main attraction of the labyrinth, the totem pole, and the last statue, and then that's it. That's all. Then I'll see you back tomorrow with the art sculptures of downtown Nelson, BC. One thing I don't like is when weather comes, certain weather like rain or snow or whatever, definitely wrecks plans. That much I could say. It wrecked this one, but no worries. We'll still get to do. I'll probably end up doing that the next coming up Tuesday, which is when it is. Anyways, made a great time for at least doing a Lakeside Park adventure, looking at the sculptures of Lakeside Park within this one. Tomorrow we'll get to the sculptures downtown Nelson, BC, and get a look at that too. Only the downtown area on one strip part, at least. Which I'll be putting that tour in the comment. Yeah, they'll put that tour in on the community post on what tour that we'll be getting into for tomorrow as well too. Look behind me. This could be another potential like some of our tour. What would that be too? The recreation parts of Lakeside Park. Only that we'll get probably for the next coming up adventure as well too. We'll get what we see over there next time for our next coming up video for over here, at least. I'll be writing that down in my notebook as well too, for what you see on the right side of me as well. That right there will be our next coming up video, coming soon. So please stay tuned for that video when the time comes. And now we're going to connect to the tourist main attraction of the Labyrinth. Not the film The Labyrinth, but a spot here. I'll show you that because we're getting pretty close to it from over here. It's in that section here that I just zoomed into where that tree is right there. Right through there. I'll see you right over there. You see here, it's like almost like a scary looking tree right there. That is where the labyrinth is, just right up over there. So yeah, it really does look like a little kind of a scary tree from like a horror film. But the labyrinth that I wanted to show you is just like right over here on the hang of my right of me. There's a little right up just over there too. Actually, a black like rock. That's about the labyrinth seen here. The secret, I'll demonstrate the secret to you afterwards. The rock readout seen here. So here it says a little something about what you'll see over here. It reads, "Enter the silence. The labyrinth is an ancient geometric design that guides us that guides us in healing, deepens self-knowledge, and empowers creativity. Follow the path into the center. This is just right there. So again, follow the path into the center. Then retrace your steps out. Enjoy major contributors. And it says the contributors here, and more of them just right down there. So there's a readout for this. Get up. You can see the trees of it too over there. Now it's demonstrated for you all over here. Okay, so I'm going to clap my hands just over here. We'll get to the center, and I'll clap my hands again. Let me put this down, and I'll show you the demonstration of it. Okay, so here's my demonstration. I'll go over there, and I'll go into the center part of the labyrinth. So this is me, just gonna go over here. Hope you can see me. I'll wave my hand over here. Okay, gonna clap here. Now I'm gonna go right into the center. Okay, I'll bring the camera closer so you can see exactly what I was just doing. You can see is the walkway into here, and you step right into the center, which is what you'll see just right about here. I might use this twig. That might work. Okay, good. That stick actually worked to support the handheld tripod. So I'm gonna actually put myself into the center already. I'm gonna actually move the camera closer so you can take a good look up at part of the center here. Let me actually do that right now. Over here, I'm gonna clap my hands now. Go out. In. Okay, so do you hear a difference? There's something about this labyrinth here. When you clap your hands outside, it is normal, but in the center, it amplifies it. It's like an ancient mystery, but it is a tourist main attraction here in Nelson, BC. That's what I can say. Queued up for the tourist main attraction of the labyrinth, Nelson, BC. Let's get the rock view and the labyrinth all in a line up here. There we go. That looks much better. So we just tried is the labyrinth, which is right there. There's another labyrinth, but this one is more completely different. It almost is like it says it's a tourist main attraction, but it's something to do at Lakeside Park. Now it's time to see the totem pole, which is just right up there. As you can see, the totem pole is just right behind me. Right there. So we get the tree behind me as well as the totem pole. All two are slightly in the center part. I'll show you the tree behind me, and a totem pole behind me as well too. That way we get the two. Here's close up to the totem pole so I can get it. The little reed is the readout. And then we'll take a look up the totem pole. And then we'll connect to our last statue. So here, readout is, it reads, this is a replica of an authentic totem pole placed in Thunderbird Park, Victoria, BC. This replica was created by Gordon Lloyd Webb and generously donated to the city of Nelson in July 1961, as it reads right there. There. Well, up there, where the trees is and down here. So this is an authentic native totem pole. Seen here. From top, all the way down to the bottom. We'll get this too, so you can see the view of it from over here too. There, and right down. So this here is an authentic native totem pole in the center part of Lakeside Park. Why is it called Lakeside Park? Because it has a lake and a park. That's why they call it Lakeside Park. You can see the totem pole coming into full view as we just walk away out from over. It was the other statue that we've seen in the kind of a part of the beginning of the video. Now we will end off viewing the last statue one last time. And there is our last statue view. We'll take a look at that, and then we'll go to wrap and close from there. First, we'll get this one last time before viewing that. The concession booth. The reader reads, The Young Giant. Date, 1983. I tell you a little bit about this before closing off viewing our last statue here at Lakeside Park, Nelson, BC. Feet. There, look way up. You see hands holding a cat. Another hand right there is holding a bird. The head of the young giant is just right there, seen above. I'll try to get the full head in there if I can. Right there, so there's a bird being held by the hand there of the young giant, as well as a cat, seen right there. I'll go a little bit more further so you can see it in full. And here concludes our video. I'll see you tomorrow for our art sculpture walk of downtown Nelson, BC. You'll see more of this and certain other. From the city of magical adventure tour tricks to host, race, peace, myself and blessings. Namaste. We'll end off viewing the young giant and the flowers in the back. There.